But hopefully that simply will only be used as an entree to encourage someone's interest to then find out what we're really about. We make movies.
What's up, guys? Today we will be flipping through Mega Man #1 from September of 2003, published by Dreamwave Productions, written by Brian Augustin and Mick Fong. This is a limited series with issue 1 and 4 being the last. I don't have any past 1. And this is also cover A by Mick Fong. Cover B is done by a very young at the time and not very known Scotty Young, and you'll know who Scotty Young is if you're a current comic collector, reader, variant collector. Scotty's done many things with Marvel and over at Image with his series I Hate Fairyland and the adult version of that book with a expletive, Fairyland. And then cover C is a holofoil cover by Mick Fong, which I don't have, and I don't think I've ever seen it. And with this cover, we're introduced to several characters from the Mega Man series on here. Looks like it's very heavy with Mega Man 2? No, it's not Mega Man 2. We have a little bit of everything on here. So for Mega Man 1, we do have Fireman. Mega Man 2, we've got Quick Man and Crash Man. No representation from Mega Man 3. However, for Mega Man 4, we have Dive Man and Stone Man. Also, here's Roll, Rush, and of course the little Mets that were in basically every single Mega Man video game. Those little hard hat guys with the medic cross on their head. So, let's get flipping through and see what we got here. Right on the inside cover, we've got the credits, written by Brian Augustin, art by Mick Fong, colored by Stuart NG, I hope that's how that is said, Susan Liu, it looks like. Letters are by Paul Villaforte. Paul, if you're watching this video and I butchered your name, I'm sorry. Here we've got the Mega Man 15th anniversary logo, the Dreamwave logo. It's a nice little homage to Mega Man 2 here. I'm a Mega Man fan, so I'm well aware of what screen that is. I'm a little bit of a Mega Man nerd. This page right here, I feel, is the best page in this entire book. You'll see why. No offense to Mick later on, but I do feel that this is the strongest page. I don't feel too strongly about the colors in this book, in this issue either. But we do have a few little Easter eggs here with these little screens. This one is straight out of the video game. This one might be from a video game. I'm not sure which one it could have been from. But that is an image of Zero, however, who appears in the Mega Man X series, which takes place in the future from here. And here we do have, we are introduced to what's going on here in Mega City with a traffic control system, but there's a traffic block somewhere, and it's Dr. Light created the Light Perfected Traffic Control System, trademark, which is kind of funny. That appears later on several times in this issue. I do wish they would have put these words in bold or italicized them just to let us know that we are reading about something like a product of some sort and something of importance. So they're stuck in traffic, and guess who just happens to be stuck in traffic? That's right. Mega Man, also Rock, Dr. Light, Rush, and Roll. So we've got Rock and Roll. That is their robot names. And where are they off to? They are off to school. Dr. Light wants Rock to go to school. He's got a chip in him that the more he interacts with people, the more that he can be just like them. Roll asks why she doesn't have this chip, and Dr. Light says, You are already far too independent, my dear Roll. No, Rocky is the only one to have the chip, this version anyway. So, Roll, back in 2003, is a very independent woman. So, take that, whiny people. We have an independent woman in here. Roll. Rock does not want to go to school, but he's got to go there, and here we have to figure out what is causing traffic, and it is this big green dude. Also, another thing to help with the story, they give... Actually, it takes away from the story. But this watch just shows up, and with no explanation, this watch transforms Mega Man or Roll into not Roll, Rock. Roll is Roll's the housekeeping robot. Rock is transformed into Mega Man with the watch. Blue Bomber away. Blue Bomber is Mega Man's nickname. So he bounces back off, and you can tell here there is a huge difference between art. One has a little bit more thinner anime lines. The other one, we've got the big bold lines. It stands out quite a bit. It almost looks as if it was drawn by two different artists. Mega Man's going off to battle to fight this big green dude. And on this page, we have an advertisement for the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series that was going on. There was a cartoon at the time, or animated series, which wasn't so bad. I enjoyed it. I didn't see the entire thing, but I didn't think it was that bad, and, you know, being a still teenager at the time, I wanted a little bit more action in my Turtles, and that's what this series delivered. Definitely a product of its time, if you've ever watched it. If you've ever watched it, let me know. Got another advertisement here for an anime of some sorts. Never seen that before. However, I've seen the FYE, Sam Goody, and some Suncoast logos before. Back into the story, we find out that this green dude, his name is Barrage Man. I don't think he's ever appeared in a video game before. He does talk a lot. Basically about his actions. So, motor control, minimal, flight orientation, inverse, assessment impossible without further data. Conclusion, Barrage Man unit is under attack. Noted, small, aggressive machine in striking range. Assessment, minuscule unit seeks combat engagement. Action, Ion Blast activated. Strategy, give small machine what it seeks. Waboosh. And when I first read this, it looked like a kaboosh, but it's a waboosh. I think this could have been a little bit bigger and a different font used. It's, again, a little nitpicky there, but this book came out several years ago, so there's nothing I can do about it now. Here we go into the fight. Mega Man makes a little size joke here about enough with the size reference. Big isn't everything. Mega Man takes out Barrage Man. Or, yeah, was that Barrage Man? Yeah, that was Barrage Man. And the traffic control system is back up and running. And I think this image of the traffic ball is the same as this one. It looks like it could be a copy and paste job. I could be wrong. From what I've seen, it kind of looks like it, but it doesn't matter. Mega Man goes back to Dr. Light's car, where he has to now go to junior high. Here he is met with three bullies here. Find out they're brothers. They are known as the Boltz Boys, B-O-L-T-Z, because that was still an edgy thing to say back in, edgy thing to do back in 2003 was add Z's to things to make them a little bit more extreme. And then, of course, once the school higher up has to interfere, the bullies always kind of like back off. This page we're introduced to another robot that's teaching the class. So in this school there's no actual humans teaching any humans. So it almost seems like if this were to actually happen, I think that there would be a lot of bullies in schools if robots were the ones teaching and running a school. Not a big fan of the bold outlines on her. She looks like a throwaway character, not a very good design. The feet look very flat. The background definitely looks a little flat in comparison, but they are learning about Independence Day, the actual event, not the Jeff Goldblum alien movie where they defeat the aliens with sneezing. Rock is still being harassed by these three boys, the Boltz Boys. The Boltz Boys, right on, man. Yep, the Boltz brothers should have been out of here. Let's reread that. The Boltz brothers should have been out of here years ago, but all three are still in the 7th grade with us. Mega Man has a new friend here. Gotta stop calling him Mega Man. This is Rock. He's not Mega Man. When he's in civilian clothing, he is Rock. So this kid just shows up. They're at lunch. This machine just pumps out mush. Looks like mashed potatoes, chocolate, and I don't know. And somehow these the Boltz Boys gain access behind the counter, and they switch things around and, you know, cause chaos. Which, again, in a real school, none of that would happen. Here we have an ad for Transformers Armada, issue number 16. This was going on back in 2003 as well. There was an awesome Transformers series. I never watched it. However, from what I've seen of it, with the advertisements and the toys and just all the marketing they did for this show, this looked like an awesome Transformers show. Very hyper detailed. And another Transformers series that was going on. Transformers War Within, The Dark Ages. And I believe Transformers was Dreamwave's big book that they put out. I don't know what's going on here, but this looks pretty cool. And one more time, another advertisement. So 4 pages of advertisements for 3 books. This is for Transformers G.I. Joe, with this awesome cover by Jay Lee. It features, who do we have here? Destro, Baroness, and Cobra Commander. Cobra Commander was looking pretty sweet there. Now back to the action, where this slot machine's now shooting slop at everybody. And that character that we were somewhat introduced to on the previous story page is now given a name. His name is Alan. That is a very poor introduction. We should have been introduced to him maybe a little bit sooner, or he should have introduced himself previously, but at least he has a name. Mega Man's... we gotta stop. Stop. His name is Rock. So Rock, or Rocky, is going off to stop this machine with a bottle of Coke, or a generic Coke bottle, that he throws into the machine, thus breaking it. And I feel that would cause a lot of damage, and Rocky would probably get suspended for his actions. But if these three boys are still in school, I highly doubt anything is going to happen to him. Everybody loves him for this. That he gains the attention of this girl. Her name, right off the bat, is Chelsea. She is spoken of by Alan here. So, nerdy little boy Alan knows who Chelsea is. Of course he does, because that's what the quiet shy boys usually do, is they watch from afar, thinking, oh, if only she could be mine. So, not that I know, but you know. Then we have, who is this? I don't think he's... Oh, he does get a name. So this is Lummox, is the larger Bolts boy. So Lummox Bolts is what we can assume his name is. He wants a rematch here with Rocky for doing what he did. Chelsea steps in and, you know, does the age-old, if you want him, you gotta go through me. One of the other Bolts boys steps in. We're not ashamed. We're never ashamed. And we have a score to settle. And then Rock, Mega Man's robot friend here, intervenes by breaking everything up. And then this is where we find out that, or we don't find out, but the other characters find out that Rocky is Dr. Light's boy. It's not his son, but he does refer to him as a son, but they find out that he's with Dr. Light. Also, that Light traffic control system, whatever that is called, is eventually abbreviated in here somewhere. I don't remember where it is, but it's in here. So off Rocky goes. And I don't feel that this panel is a strong one either. I don't think we needed to cram his ear in that shot. It looks a little weird. And he does the nerdy thing again. He's like, my best bud, did I mention that? He already did mention that previously. He just wants to let Chelsea know that Rocky is his friend. So they're on their way home. However, they encounter a chase with the police. The police are chasing after somebody that just robbed a bank. So Mega Man's got to jump into action, let the police know that they can back off. Mega Man is on the case. And here we're introduced to Express Man, who is running with the traditional sack of money. And nothing can outrun Express Man. Well, Mega Man probably can, or at least can stop him in some point. This page right here, these two pages, they're glued together. That is something that's kind of common, but not too common. If it happens, if you can, just slowly try to pull them apart if there's no give, or if it is, you know, giving you a hard time, just leave it. Just leave it. If you're a collector, just let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. Mega Man's gonna stop Express Man, knocks him off the bridge into the water where they fight. And this also really doesn't affect the story in any bit, so It's okay. We'll allow it. Somebody here shoots off a... Oh, Expressman does something here to cause an explosion underneath the water. That's why we have that big explosion. I think Expressman might have exploded himself so he didn't get caught. Or maybe Mega Man punched him somewhere. It's kind of hard to tell. Mega Man hit him. That's what it looks like. Yeah, Mega Man hit him. Huge explosion again. Mega Man comes up with the bag of money. And with the last couple of panels, of course, we have the big reveal, or the reveal in mystery of who's behind this. Another problem solved, but the bigger question remains. Who is trying to ruin Dr. Light and destroy Mega City and Mega Man? To be continued. Spoiler alert, if you don't know who this is on the outside, I'm going to tell you in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. That is Proto Man, Mega Man's brother, who falls in the hands of Dr. Wily and is a very misguided robot. So this issue ends with Proto Man. We do see here the cover for issue number 2 that continues next month. The strange robotic attacks on the city intensify, putting the entire populace at risk. Only Mega Man can stand up to the mechanical menace. Menace or menaces? Menaces. But even he is taxed to his limit by the relentless onslaught. When a robot killer capable of endlessly multiplying itself comes for him, Mega Man is in the fight of his young life. I feel there should be a comma right there. So that is issue number 2. And then we get the letter section. Is this a letter section? I don't think this is a letter section. What does this say? Wavelengths. Okay. So this talks about Transformers War Within. I don't have any interest in that. Then we have from the desk of Brian Augustin, who wrote this issue. We've got a checklist for books coming out in September. Then we are also greeted with the Dreamwave staff. Then we have Mega Mail, which I find funny whenever a first issue has mail. Because, like, where do these letters come from? This is the first issue. I don't get it. And then on the inside back cover, we've got an advertisement for issue 7 of Transformers, More Than Meets the Eye. Again, another Transformers advertisement. They did publish a lot of Transformers, and they were beautiful looking books. This one looks like it, I believe, More Than Meets the Eye had to deal with the classic Transformers. Oh, this is Rush. He's a dog. He's cute. And then the back cover here features a few Capcom characters, Mega Man being a Capcom character himself. So this is from Darkstalkers. I'm familiar with Darkstalkers. Devil May Cry, familiar with that. Maximo and Rival Schools, I have no idea what those are. If you know what those are, let me know in the comments below. So there you have it. Mega Man number 1 from Dreamwave Productions. And I think I said this before, but I don't believe this series was collected in trade paperback form. I'm not a fan of the writing in this. This is not a book for someone of my age. However, if you come across this and you know younger kids that do like Mega Man, I feel this book is definitely great for younger kids, just not adults. So don't kid yourself. If you're a Mega Man collector, sure, pick it up, great. But reading wise, it's definitely for kids. There's nothing wrong with it, but it just speaks more towards kids than it does adults. So that's my flipping through for this one, and small little review, I guess. If you like this video, you guys know the drill. If you don't, there's a thumbs down button. You can go ahead and hit the thumbs down if you want to. I'll understand. We'll never see each other face to face, so I won't confront you. So, thank you for watching this video, and until next time, guys.